welcome to the deep dive. We're here to really unpack those questions you have and get you the knowledge you actually need. And today we're hitting a big one, something I think lots of people wonder about, especially on TikTok. Can you actually see who saved your videos?
Yeah, that question pops up a lot. It really touches on, why we're even on these platforms.
Right.
Whether you're making the content, pouring your heart into it, or you're just scrolling and find something cool, seeing that save number go up makes you think, who liked that enough to keep it?
Exactly, that curiosity factor. So to really get a handle on this, we looked into some analysis, specifically from the SocialWick podcast 14th May.
Okay.
And our mission today is pretty straightforward. Find the real answer about TikTok saves and figure out what it actually means for you, whether you're creating or just using the app.
All right, let's do it. So that main question, the reason you're probably listening,
Hmm?
can you see the specific usernames, the actual people who hit save on your TikToks?
And the direct answer, based on our source, is no.
Plain and simple, no.
Yeah. TikTok right now doesn't give you a list of who saved your content.
Which is, when you think about it, quite different from some other places, isn't it? Like Instagram Reels might show you the total number of saves.
Right, you get a count.
You get a count, yeah.
Yeah.
But TikTok,
Yeah.
it keeps the actual identities of the savers under wraps. So it makes you wonder why they made that choice.
It does, because you see everything else, pretty much. Likes, comments, shares. Those are all visible in some way.
Mm-hmm.
But the who behind the saves, that seems deliberately shielded. So the save count can climb. You can see that number go up.
But the usernames, nope, a mystery.
Total mystery.
That's it, but there is something related you might see, right? Downloads.
Ah, yes. Good point. If you as the creator have actually enabled downloads in your privacy settings.
Which is a specific setting you have to toggle on.
Exactly. If you've allowed people to download your video externally, then yes, you can get some idea if it's being downloaded.
So that gives you a different kind of clue, not who's saving it within the app's save feature, but how often it's being saved, like to someone's device, if downloads are on.
Precisely. But again, crucial distinction, it's a count of downloads, not a list of who did the downloading.
Still anonymous in terms of individuals. Got it.
Yeah.
Now, what about the creators? People making art, music, funny skits, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Our source mentioned this, and it makes sense. Not knowing who saves can feel a bit like, well, like a black box.
I can see that. You put something out there, people save it, and you naturally want to know who are these people who really connect with this, who finds it valuable enough to keep.
It's that desire for connection, right? To understand your audience on a deeper level.
Mm-hmm.
A save feels like a stronger signal than just a quick like.
Definitely. It feels more intentional.
But the source also brings up a really good counterpoint, even if you don't know the who.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that people are saving your video is still a very positive sign. It means something resonated. They actively chose to keep it.
Yeah, that makes sense. They want to come back to it, presumably. Watch it again. Show someone.
Exactly. And in that super fast-paced scroll environment of TikTok, someone deciding, I want to hold on to this,
Right.
that's actually quite a strong signal of engagement, even if you don't know their username.
Okay, so it shifts the focus a bit. Away from individual identity and more towards what? What should creators be looking at?
Well, the metrics you can see, the source really emphasizes this. Comments, shares, and especially that crucial one watch time.
Wow, watch time. How long people actually stick around?
Precisely. Those metrics paint the real picture. Are people talking about it in the comments? Are they sharing it out? Are they watching most or all of it?
Yeah.
That's your feedback loop.
That tells you how engaging the content actually is.
And those saves, even though they're anonymous, they're part of that bigger picture, they signal that intent to return, which is valuable engagement data in itself.
Right. It's like a vote of confidence, even if you don't know who cast the vote.
You got it. Now, for creators wanting to, dig even deeper, even without the saver list, the source points towards the Pro account.
TikTok Pro account. And let's be clear, this is free, right?
Absolutely free. It's just an upgrade you can switch to in your settings. Doesn't cost a penny.
And what does that unlock? What kind of useful stuff do you get?
A lot, actually. You get access to analytics.
Yeah.
Things like how many shares your video got, the video completion rate, like we just talked about, what percentage people watched.
Okay, so concrete numbers on performance.
Yeah, and demographic info about your audience, when they're most active. A whole bunch of insights that really help you understand what's going on.
And even though you still won't see who saved that specific video,
Right, that piece remains hidden.
This pro account data can seriously help shape your strategy, can it? You see which videos get shared more, which ones keep people watching longer.
Exactly. You start seeing patterns. You figure out what resonates, what kind of content is leading to all types of engagement, including those saves.
It gives you actionable intelligence, even if one specific data point, the saver identity, isn't there.
Precisely. It helps you understand the why behind the engagement, rather than just the who behind one specific action like saving.
Okay, so let's sort of boil this down. The main takeaway, the answer to that core question.
You cannot see the specific users, the individual people, who saved your TikTok videos. Period.
That info is kept private by TikTok, full stop.
But, and this is the important but,
Uh-huh.
remember the other things you can see, the download count, if you have that enabled.
Yeah.
And critically, all the analytics you get with a free TikTok Pro account. Shares, watch time, audience demographic.
Those give you really valuable alternative ways to gauge interest, understand your audience, and see how your content's actually doing.
They absolutely do. They provide a much broader view of performance.
So maybe a final thought for you listening as you're creating or just engaging on TikTok. Think about what other signals, beyond just knowing who saved something, might give you those deeper insights. What kinds of comments, shares, or even watch time patterns really show you that you're connecting with people in a meaningful way?
That's a great question to ponder. What truly signifies resonance for you on the platform?